Hi everyone, this is Gala and you're watching Know Your Facts with Feeding Right. So friends, today we are back with one more new video on the topic of why homeschooling over play schools. With the new norm that has been created, most of us are opting for homeschooling instead of play school for our toddlers as it is the safest choice. So today, let's talk to Nupur, who is a super mom of 3 kids. Currently, she is homeschooling her youngest daughter and she has been working in a co-ed preschool in Mumbai as a preschool teacher for many years. Hence, she is in a right position to guide us on today's topic.
So one of the biggest advantages I feel is that she's already in a place where she has been learning all her life. So it's easier to introduce new concepts, new ideas, new thoughts, new techniques with her because she already is in a joyful place. So anything introduced within joy is appreciated, taken in, felt excited about. So that's one thing. Every day is an excitement. Secondly, I feel because I am not bound by that she needs to know this by this much time or this by that much time, but more by what she wants to learn and how she wants to go to the next step after finishing the first step. I'm not in a hurry to complete a particular portion. I am not in a hurry to finish that I have this much time and within this time I have to do this much or she has to know this much. So we are more guided with what we have done. How do you know that she is ready for the next step? Is because she herself is there. We've done this before. I know this. So that's your cue. Move on to the next one. So that's another advantage because it's more child-led. So you're automatically doing things which will improve on her strengths. Another thing which I feel is biggest advantage is that the emotional quotient which I just spoke about is extremely high when you're at home. Because with us, when we are studying, we play, we learn by playing, we learn by music, we learn with movies, we learn with books. We are always learning. I feel conventional schooling has become very mechanical in the sense that every child is equated to one thing. Like my eldest son is really great at art, but because he may be a little low in, say, maths or sciences, it is just presumed or he's labeled as he's weak in maths. It's not taken that he's great at art and he's great at everything else, but it's okay if he's a little weak at maths. We can help him with that or give him little. There is no help support that comes to better the child. There is always this thing to measure him. Oh, he can't do this or this is not happening. So that is one thing which I think is there in conventional schooling. Another thing I noticed is the emotional quotient, and for me that matters a lot. My child should feel happy about being in school, which in conventional schooling does not happen today. If you are not able to reach a benchmark, which is a general benchmark, the child will be labeled as maybe a slow learner, maybe he has ADHD or he can't or he's hyper if he's not sitting and stuff like that, and multiple other labels. I don't think it really helps the child. It creates doubt, it creates insecurity in the child and a lot of other negativity which just carries on. Whereas when you're at homeschooling, the environment is so loving. There is a bond that bond allows both to grow in a very beautiful manner, and that child will for sure become an all-round personality because you're going to focus on everything. You're not just going to say that, oh, she's great at art, so he's an artist or he can't do studies. You're going to focus on everything, and that's a better way of working than isolating a certain gene. This is what he is good at and that is it, or this is what he's bad at and that is it. Today, I think the new education policy has come out and it does say that the child should be homeschooled, should be schooled at home. So we are in luck there. There are schools, alternate schools, that do take children whenever the child is ready or you feel that you need more in-depth knowledge or something which you feel that homeschool at a point you have reached that you need to introduce that concept of school to the child. There are schools that do take that. Otherwise, there is an iOS board which allows you to continue with your homeschool journey for till the 10th and gives a document that he knows he studied this for these so many years and he feels he's ready to give that exam. You can do that and it will be recognized. Yeah, you're absolutely right. It's not an individual decision because, like I mentioned, I'm a mom of 3. And from the birth of my first son, I wanted to do homeschooling. And I finally got to do it with my younger daughter. My only view that I would like to share with you is that if you do use the internet and Google homeschoolers and achievers, you will find many of them. And what tipped for me was about a girl who was being homeschooled in from Bangalore, I think, and she got such great marks in her 12th. She applied to IIM or an IIT, and because she was homeschooled, they did not acknowledge her application. When the word spread out, she is currently in MIT. I think she must have passed out by now. MIT offered her a place and she went on to go to MIT to do her studies. So the world is more than ready and understands that everyone is unique and everyone has their own strengths and talents. And homeschooling allows you to nurture that strength and that talent. It's more focusing on building up the child as more responsible, more world ready, I would say, person. For me, convincing my husband was more important. And when I showed him these articles, and also when we saw our sons going through conventional schooling and how they were being labeled or not supported when it was needed or necessary, it just helped us to go with this homeschooling, because we knew that no matter what, she was never going to be labeled as something, a failure or a loser or whatever, just because she didn't get something right the first time. And I think today is the perfect opportunity. I don't think at a particular time you need to convince your partners or even family members that much today, because it is the only option today for kids. Let's face it, COVID's not going away any faster. And for a long time, you're going to have to decide whether online schooling is the way for such young kids, or you want them to learn physically better, happier at home. Online, is that something that I want to have as a way of my life, or do I want him to explore healthier options of entertainment, healthier options of being, healthier options of learning? So I would say homeschooling it's the best option right now.
Thank you, Nupu, for sharing your experience with our viewers and guiding them on homeschooling. I hope this video is really helpful to all the viewers out here. So please like, share and subscribe to all the videos on Feeding Right. This is Dhairya Gala signing off and promising you to be back with more interesting and informative video on Feeding Right. Till then, bye-bye. Take care.